Hey everyone, and welcome to this SolidWorks tutorial on conveyor belt, in which we will learn how to model this roller for the conveyor belt. So let's begin. So first we need to open a new part file in SolidWorks. I will ensure that we are working in millimeters, so I will select mmgs as units. Then I will select the front plane and click on sketch. I will select the circle and create a circle at the origin point, then select the smart dimensioning tool and specify the diameter of the circle, which is 254 millimeters. After that, I will go to features and select extruded boss base. I will expand this direction 1, and here I will specify the length of the extrusion 1056.8 mm. So this is extruded in one direction. I want in one direction but in mid plane. Let me adjust the length of extrusion, as you can see. Okay, then I will check the box. Okay, after that I will again select this front plane, and as you can see, this is exactly at the mid of this shaft. I will create here a circle at the origin point and specify the diameter of this as 25 millimeters. As you can see, this is at the mid, so you need to go to features and select extruded boss base, and here I will specify the length of extrusion, which is this entity. Okay, as you can see, this is extruded on the both side because this is mid plane, which exactly we want. And then I will check this box. Okay, after that I will select this face now and click on sketch. This is not on the front plane, this is on the face. So I will create here two circles at the origin point and specify the diameters of each one by one. So this is 25, which is overlapping the previous circles, and the other one is 150 mm. So go to features and select extruded boss base, and this time this is not going to be the mid plane. So first I will specify the length of extrusion, and then I will select here blind. Okay, so check this box. I want this to the same feature to be other side, so either we can do the either we can repeat the same thing, or otherwise we can mirror it. So front plane is going to be used for the mirror. So as you can see in our first window, the front plane is selected. Otherwise you can select from the drop down as well, but in features to mirror window, I will select this feature which we want to be mirrored on the other side, and this is the front plane. So in case, for example, you don't understand this, and in the first window you need to select this front plane, as you can see, and in this features to mirror window you can select this feature to the other side, as you can see it from here. Front plane, depending on what you have selected, very first plane, which where you have started. So it can be top plane, it can be right plane, but depending on which plane you have selected for the first plane. Okay, so now let's create a sketch here, and a circle of 110 mm diameter. After that I will select this circle and make it as construction geometry, because this is only for the reference purpose. The real circle is going to be this one. So hold control key, select the midpoint and midpoint of this circle, and make relation vertical. As you can see now, this is a vertical relation between the origin point and the circle midpoint. The diameter is going to be 12 millimeter for the circle. We want a circular pattern over here, so I will select a circular pattern. In the very first window I will select this midpoint, or you can say the origin point, and in the last window I will select, which is the entity to be pattern, the circle. Okay, I will increase this number, as you can see from here, to 8, and then check the box. The sketch is fully defined, so I will go to features and select extrude cut. After selecting the extrude cut, you have to select here through all and then check the box. By the way, fully defined sketches mean that in future if you create some relation to the previous sketches, it will not cause any problem, because definitely it is fully defined. Okay, now select this face and click on sketch, and then I will create here a circle at the circumference. Okay, Now I will press escape button, hold control key, select this origin point of the circle and select this origin point of our overall geometry and make relation vertical. You can specify the diameter of the circle as 20 mm, and once again we would require to create a circular pattern, so I will select the circular pattern in the very first window. I will select this midpoint. In the last window I will again select the circle. Okay, you can increase this number, so I will simply put a value of 20 and then check this box. As you can see, the sketch is blue and it is underdefined. The blue means underdefined, the black means it is defined. So let's define the sketch. So specify this distance from the center point as it is. You don't need to put any value, just simply check the box. I'm simply checking the box because we have to fully define the sketch. As you can see, the sketch is fully defined now. Now you can go to features and select extrude cut and simply cut this through all. By default, because we have selected previously through all, so it is through all. Okay, and then simply check the box. Okay, now although we have some features left, but for better visualization at this point, if you want to specify any color or any appearance, you can apply any color, any materials. And I will select this Boss-Extrude and apply this gray colored appearance, and for the remaining other features I will apply separate appearances. As you can see, it's up to you. You can apply one appearance or multiple. I will simply unpin it from here, and so let it go. Okay, now save this file as roller and save it. Alright, so let's complete it. Now I will simply select this face of the shaft and click on sketch, and I will create a circle at the origin point like this, then specify the diameter of this. So this is going to be 17. Once again I will create another circle, and this has to be overlapping to the previous one. So what I will do, I will hold control key, select this circle and this 25 mm outer edge, circular edge, and make relation tangent. It has to be 25 mm if you don't want to. In case if you don't want to specify the relation, you can specify the dimension 25 mm. After that you have to select extrude cut and select this contour, this contour. Okay, not the inner but the outer, and here you can specify the distance for the cut. So this has to be 40 millimeters, and then check the box, and as you can see, this cut has been applied. I want this to be on the other side as well, so definitely I will mirror it. As you can see, this is not on the other side. So what I will do, I will once again I will select the front plane for the mirror, and I will select this mirror. Keep it highlighted, the front plane, and then select the mirror. If you don't understand this, then you can select the front plane from here as well, and in features to mirror window, you can select this cut which we have recently made, and then check this box so that it can be mirrored on the other side. If you don't want to mirror, then you can definitely apply the same thing on the other side. That's up to you. And that completes our tutorial. I will go to file and click on the save button, and that's all for this video guys, and we will be using this roller in our conveyor belt assembly tutorial. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.